Blammo 2025.
Yeah.
Coming at you.
Coming at you, Daniel Phillips. What do you think, man? Is this your upward and wayward?
What are we on? Are we on downward and wayward?
Yeah, wayward and downward.
Wayward and downward.
Yeah.
So 2025, wayward and downward, VTP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and onto the wayward and downward year, my friend.
Yeah, on the come down.
Yeah. 2024 was a year full of what?
Full of ness.
It was very full of ness. The whole year.
Fullness.
It was full of ness.
Yeah. So we're just going to do some reflections.
Yeah, maybe some highs and lows, happies, crappies, peaks, valleys, roses, thorns, ceilings, and floors.
Yeah.
What do you got, man? What do you got on your 2024 reflections docket?
Well, specific to this platform, I'm going to focus on some of the shows we did, just reflect on some of that, some of the things we did for Beyond the Pines. Yeah. Then I'm hopeful you'll be up for looking ahead to 2025.
I think so.
Because we already got some stuff in the pipeline, right?
We do. The pipeline. Yeah. What else?
Pike.
Anything else?
Coming down the pike.
Yeah, coming down the pike and the pipeline.
And the pipeline.
Yeah. Oven? I think in the oven, pipeline.
We got some things in the oven.
Yeah.
got some of those things in the oven. What else, Cody?
I think that's about it. But I'm looking forward to sharing some good 2025 intentions.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 2024 reflections, 2025 intentions.
That's nice.
Jump off with the reflections?
Yeah, I think so. What are maybe from quick and nerdy? What do you think, man?
Man, we only put out 4, which I don't mean to use the word only there. We put out 4.
Right.
Yeah. So we had Grief with Dory. That was phenomenal.
Yeah, that was maybe one of my favorites of the year.
Yeah.
It was a real uplifting topic to start the year, I remember.
Many and mucho thanks to Dory, and a real uplift to the start of 2024.
Yeah.
And then we did attachment.
Yeah.
We went over attachment theory, and then we did that 2-part series on altered traits. So talking about the effects of mindfulness and the literal biological changes that occur with a consistent mindfulness practice.
That's right. Yeah. With Lotus McClatchy.
Lotus came in, dropped some knowledge about the practice. She led us through an exercise.
Yeah. Yeah. We drew some cards, I remember.
Drew some cards, answered some questions.
Yeah. Really open, vulnerable ways. That's what I remember.
Yeah, that was really great. I actually really liked the exercise. It's amazing to me how quick you can kind of go from one state to another if you sit and pause and take those moments with intention.
Yeah. Have you been continuing to draw cards since then?
Just theoretically, like abstract, not physical cards, but just in my mind, always being open and vulnerable.
I believe that. Abstract theoretical cards.
Yeah.
Drawing those daily.
And answering them thoroughly. And how about you?
Same. Yeah, very abstract and theoretical.
Samesies.
Yeah, samesies for sure.
What were your reflections on our Beyond Flag episodes? We had some phenomenal guests last year.
I really think we did, yeah. Turns out we did 5 episodes.
Yeah.
All women. I guess I didn't realize that while we were booking shows and that sort of thing, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just making things happen. Women making things happen here in Flagstaff.
I really think so. Really great people doing really great things. We started off the year with Molly Wood from the Whale Foundation.
That's great.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I remember talking mushrooms and her just exploring the world and that sort of thing.
You kept trying to get her coordinates for secret natural spaces.
I was like, where in the White Mountains exactly? Exactly where.
Nah, she was incredible talking about that connection to nature and had, some real profound experiences to demonstrate that.
For sure. It was great hanging with Molly. And then she got us hooked up with Meg.
Oh, Meg.
Yeah.
Holy cow. Powerhouse.
For sure. Yeah. It was really fun sitting with Meg and getting to learn about the market and her history and everything there. That was a great episode.
Yeah. Boy, I came away thinking, I don't think I could put on if I had a full year to plan a one Saturday market, I don't think I could pull it off. And she does it just on the regular. She talked about the market hangovers or whatever. Yeah. Yeah. Just feeling, my mind is just like being smoked the next day, right? Yeah. Foggy behind the eyes.
Foggy behind the eyes, man. I bet it's an incredible amount of work.
And she just powers through, does it, creates such a profound community connection.
Yeah, for sure. That's how we start off the year. And then we had Cindy.
Cindy from Cancer Support Community.
Northern Arizona, yeah.
Yeah,
former professor at the Harvard of the West.
Yeah.
Rooted in our field.
Yeah, it was so cool to learn her trajectory that she intended to go into law originally and then took opportunities as they came and simply got a master's degree in counseling to improve her communication.
Yeah. Improve my communication, get a master's degree in counseling. She really struck me as a person who just goes and does.
She does, but also I think it felt like she inspires people around her.
Totally.
It feels like any room she's in, she raises the bar.
Yep. 100% agree with that.
Yeah.
Andrea Marinuck. What else could be said about North Dakota or South Dakota or whoever Dakota?
Oh, don't. It's so she is from North Dakota, not South Dakota.
Just south of North Dakota?
Yeah.
That one I'll never be able to let go of, man.
Jumped right over South Dakota, hit Flagstaff.
Yeah.
So phenomenal. So much. She's involved in so many cool things that she took initiative to do. She's a go-getter.
Absolutely. That was a really fun episode. It's always good hanging out with Andrea.
Yeah.
And then being able to do an interview and have her share all the great things she's doing.
Yeah. And then we wrapped up interviews for the year with Kathleen from Compost Crowd.
The crowd. Yeah, join the crowd. And we got connected with her from the Meg episode somehow, right? She had listened to Meg and then... Yeah, we got turned on to the Compost Crowd and it looked like she was doing great things. That was a really fun interview too.
Yeah. How's your compost bucket coming?
It's full as a mug right now.
Is it? We were gone, so our bucket's just getting full now.
I think so.
Yeah.
You feeling that?
It's been like the experience with it has been pretty crazy. It's been enlightening to see how much waste that goes into it.
Totally. Yeah, I think about just how much waste would have initially gone to the fill. All women.
Incredible
great stuff. Yeah. Really cool stuff.
Just trying to follow their lead, kind of.
I think so. Yeah, and then there were some things we did as a practice too that we got involved with in the community that was kind of fun.
Yeah.
We started off last year with like a lot. Yeah. It felt like we did a Girls on the Run event with Mother Road in the Olympic trials. And then 6 days later turned around and produced a third place sled. Best looking sled.
Cooler runnings.
And cooler runnings, with canyon coolers.
Yeah. There was some nefarious. I think we would have placed higher in the overall.
Overt, obvious, nefarious.
Cheating. But with third place for appearance, which is nothing to smirk at.
No, man.
That's a stiff competition over there.
That was some stiff competition. There was some really good stuff out there. That was a really fun. When I think back on that year, that's one of the days that really stands out to me.
Oh, it was phenomenal. But so Cooler Runnings was a blast, but we kind of jumped quick over the Olympic Trials watch party for Girls on the Run fundraiser. That was cool over at Mother Road. Yeah,
for sure. That was on the heels of that series, the build-up that Julia did with Molly Seidel about her building up to the Olympic Trials. And so... yeah, Mother Road was super gracious and letting us use their space to essentially broadcast the Olympic trials. And it became a fundraiser for local Girls on the Run.
Yeah, raise some money for them.
Yeah.
That's a phenomenal organization.
Yeah, I love Girls on the Run, and we'll speak a little bit about them later.
At the end of the year, we had the block party.
Yeah.
The annual block party, we raised funds for the Well Foundation this year.
Yeah.
So that was another fundraiser that we held. That was a good time.
That was a good time. Weather held up. All was well.
Yeah.
Peasy was dropping warm olives and delicious pizza for folks.
So good.
Yeah. Mother Road provides some drinks and just a good time hanging out.
Groove Tractor.
Was
on the ones and twos.
Shout out Groove Tractor. A lot went on this year, man. It's a big year.
So, let's talk about chopping up intentions for 2025 in terms of the podcast, Beyond the Pines. What do we got on the docket?
Yeah, I think we framed this all as really just wanting to connect to the community, continuing to further that relationship we've had or been able to work with certain people and try to get folks back in the chair for interviews and, lots of fun ideas, I guess.
Yeah, I don't mean to be redundant, but the coolest thing about doing this podcast is actually the people we've met through it and then how that's facilitated other connections and it kind of snowballs.
Yeah.
There's so many phenomenal people in this area just doing phenomenal things.
Yeah. It feels endless, like in terms of who we could interview. Yeah.
That said, if you have ideas for people for us to meet in the community here, we'd love to hear it. So DM us on the IG, beyond_flag.
Yeah.
Or hit us up on the website on our contact form. We've had people reach out to us both ways. So if you know someone in this area that would be great to interview that demonstrates their ability to connect to themselves or the community or the natural world, we'd love to connect with them.
For sure. Send them our way. If you're kind of mad at them and want them to receive a scarlet letter, send them our way.
Meaning a scarlet letter in the form of sitting for 90 minutes with Cody and Dan.
Yeah. And ideally, if you're really upset with them, sabotage us technologically and then watch us have to figure it out with them sitting here.
Yeah, like you make it sound like it would take a lot of prowess to sabotage. Like you could literally just shut the laptop or push the power button on the thing or
whatever it is.
It'll take hours to figure out what's going on here.
And
How did my laptop close?
Yeah, and your friend can thank you profusely for your gift, the gift that you gave them.
Yeah. So we do have some things on the schedule, and like I mentioned, we have some things in the pipe coming down the pike, and
the pike line straight into the oven. Yeah.
So if you can picture this, here in the recording studio, we have an oven in one corner, and we have a pipeline that goes into the oven, and then a pipeline that comes out of the oven.
Voila. Yeah.
And so we have things that are in the pipeline, but we have things that are pre-oven and post-oven within the pipeline.
Yeah. So one of those things that we got pre-oven, is that right?
This one feels like it's kind of in the oven.
It's in the oven.
In terms of like, it's been created. We just have to.
It's just a matter of it moving to post-oven.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got a new show that we're going to be hosting on the Beyond the Pines podcast platform or channel, and that's going to be called Land Defenders, featuring Mattea Goetz from the Sierra Club Grand Canyon chapter.
It would be phenomenal. So our understanding is that the show is Land Defenders, and then they're launching. They already have a series recorded. This is why I think it's in the oven, because they have a full series recorded just focused on the land impact of Snowball, the ski resort here in Flagstaff.
Yeah, coming out shortly here. So that's an exciting thing. I always enjoy adding new shows to the channel. Mm-hmm. And growing in that way, particularly in content and diversity.
Yeah,
content.
And this show in particular is focused on. I think the concept of it is focused on things, human impact on the land, and how to treat the land in a more collaborative, connective way rather than just extractive.
Absolutely. If you want to follow the show, we encourage you to follow at Protect Grand Canyon on Instagram. Yeah. We'll probably be producing or promoting episodes as they drop as well.
Yeah. So we got that. That's like in oven.
In oven.
On the way to post oven.
Yeah. I love it. I love this series, man. This like pre-oven, oven, post oven. This is nice, man.
You're going to have to send out a photo of our oven that has a pipe, an in pipe and an out pipe. Will you post that with this episode?
Yeah, we'll post the pre-pipe, post-pipe, and the
oven,
present oven. Yeah. The Beyond the Pines oven.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. You'll post that with this episode?
Yeah. Just send me a reminder if you wouldn't mind. I think that one will fall off the docket real quick.
Okay. What else do we have that's either in the, I want you to tell me whether the next thing's pre-oven pipeline, oven, or post-oven pipeline.
Okay. Pre is before, post is after.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm with you.
All right. So what do we got on the docket, and where's it at in the pipeline process?
Okay. So in the docket, we got a Beyond Flag interview. It's been recorded. It's been edited.
Yeah.
It's ready. So it's before the oven?
I'm going to call that the post-oven pipeline.
Oh, that's post-oven. Okay, that goes to the POP too.
It's been baked, you know?
It's been baked. It's been done.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's out of the oven.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. It's ready.
Yes.
Post-oven pipeline. Yes,
okay.
Yes, sir. So we got an interview with Eva Putzova.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
How would you identify what her specialty is? She has such a range of...
Yeah. A lot of leadership background, economics and policy, maybe?
Yeah, economics and policy. Yeah. Just phenomenal background.
Yeah, served on the city council, ran for Democratic primaries for state Congress. Yeah.
So that one's in the post-oven pipeline.
Okay, so that one's been done. It's been baked. It's ready.
Do we have any other interviews that are in the pipeline process somewhere?
This one, well, we mentioned this earlier, and I'm really looking forward to it. But we have not done this one, so it's probably in the oven. And that's going to be Girls on the Run.
Girls on the Run.
Yeah. Kelly Tieselink and Joy Peterson are going to join us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. 2 more just phenomenal people.
Yeah, and what they do, the size of their impact is so massive.
Totally.
Like hundreds of girls? Does it reach thousands of girls?
I don't know. That's a great question.
Like, I would think the impact's thousands because they really work to get families involved too. So they get girls doing it, and then the girls have usually an older sibling or a parent run with them.
Right. And it's not, all the schools in Flagstaff, Verde Valley, Prescott, I believe too.
Yeah. Just, really cool thing.
Incredible just incredible reach, and 2 people who I think will be tons of fun to sit with and learn about and see the ways in which they engage the organization, Girls on the Run, and then, help the community.
Okay. So we got those. That's what we're at?
Well, I said it hasn't been done, so it's clearly in the oven.
Yeah.
Is that pre then?
No, I think that's post.
Oh, that's post. Okay.
Yeah.
So that one's also post.
That's also post, similar to the one that's been recorded and edited and just waiting to be released. Those are both in the post.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So that's what we got so far. And then, like Dan mentioned earlier, if you got anyone that you want to put through the ringer and have a sit with, we'd love to hear some suggestions.
Yeah, send them our way. So that's for #BeyondFlag, Beyond FLG, the podcast. And then what about our podcast series, Quick and Nerdy?
Quick and Nerdies, not to be forgotten.
Not to be forgotten.
Not to be forgotten. Some fun stuff. We're going to do a 6-episode series to start off the year, which I think will be a lot of fun. We'll talk about
this was your idea. So what was the general overall series?
So the framework is going to be built on covering cognitive biases. Mm-hmm. The you-serving bias, for instance.
The fundamental you-serving error.
Yeah, the fundamental you-serving error. Yeah, it'd be fun to rename all these too. Yeah. So that'll be a 6-episode series. We'll cover different categories of cognitive biases. Probably look at one from each category more in depth.
And cognitive biases being things that we're not consciously aware of, that our cognition kind of slides into place based on schemas and expectation, right?
Totally. Previous experience, learning, culture, all kinds of things.
And then resolving, if we subconsciously experience dissonance, how to resolve that. It gives us an answer, and sometimes it's not objective.
Yeah, turns out.
Actually, anytime it's cognitive bias, it's not objective.
It's not objective. It's colored by a bias. Yeah. So I think that one could be really fun.
Yeah.
With the hope of just creating some education for people, learning what these biases are.
Yeah.
And then I think the fun part is the application is looking for them.
Yeah.
We'll look at how it affects decision-making, our perceptions of groups in social settings, memories, attention, and predictions.
Yeah. And then you put on here to address our need for parental supervision.
I think we indicated in one of our pods that we need some bummer parents.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no one applied.
No one's applied yet.
Yeah. So we are still looking for some bummer parents, but our other idea was that we could solicit sponsorships.
Oh, yeah, to get a little parental supervision, a little more say on board.
That's what I'm saying. So we thought, hey, we could get people to invest in this podcast.
Yeah.
And then that way, that'll kind of keep us in the lanes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we created a whole format for people to join us in our efforts to connect with ourselves, the community, the natural world, to facilitate and build that here in this area.
Yeah, for sure. So why should someone sponsor this? Why should someone become our bummer parents?
Yeah. Well, so in all honesty, like what we talk about is the people we've met through this have introduced us to more people, and it's really broadened our circle, and it's brought a lot of fulfillment. Like even what our block party has ended up becoming is something that's been influenced by the people we've been able to meet on this podcast. Cool. And paradoxically for me, I don't know if you know this about me, but at times I can dip into a bit of a cynical, cantankerous view of the world.
I saw that once.
Yeah. Once, maybe twice.
Twice, today.
And meeting these people actually, for me, in all seriousness, gets me in a place of hope, because sometimes when things that are outside my power, things political in nature, things geographic in nature, or that are outside of my control, things that are just occurring that can feel disheartening or overwhelming, meeting people through this podcast has actually developed and fostered a deeper connection for me to the community and to those people. And then that has actually brought into more connection with even more people. So I would say that the reason people would want to partner with us in sponsoring the podcast is an opportunity to build our community here in Flagstaff. And this is one small means for doing that.
Yeah. Yeah. So it would be simply a way to invest in this, which is in some way create a connection for people.
Yeah. And also we want to continue to prop up organizations, businesses, entities, people that are involved in those same goals to build connection to ourselves, our community, and our natural world.
Yeah.
And it's kind of mind-boggling, but our podcast channels have tens of thousands of listens.
Yeah.
And so it is a way for people to get their name out there with a medium that's very specific to our area here in Flagstaff.
Yeah, for sure. So we're talking local people, local cause, local connections.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so we've outlined or listed a sponsorship packet with different levels that come with different perks for sponsoring. And then how are we going to get that out there?
Yeah, so we'll be sending out information via people that we're connected with. So there'll be emails. We'll also have a tab on our website, beyondflag.com. And so that's beyondflg.com. And then on the IG, so beyond_flag on the Instagram. You can DM us there. The different levels relate to the stone of the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
So we have a Kaibab level. That's people that are top shelf.
Okay, that's top shelf, high roller.
Top shelf, high
really
roller.
Investing.
Then we got that red wall level.
Kind of more middle.
Yeah. We got the Vishnu.
Yeah.
And then that Colorado River freestone.
Yeah, let's not forget those folks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we'll have outlined what each of those levels, what we offer, including advertising and promoting people to varying levels and having logos or entities attached to the show. So feel free to reach out to us if you have any interest in it, and keep an eye out for those things.
Yeah. Join us as we move into this wayward and downward of a 2025.
2025, wayward and downward for us, upward and onward for everyone else.
Yeah. Love that.
Well, why don't you take us out by shouting us out?
I think so. You can always find us on the interwebs, beyondflag.com, flag spelled
FLG.
And we are out here on that Instagram, beyond_flag, flag spelled
FLG.
I think so.
Yeah, and check out all of our shows. So we have hashtag Beyond Flag, can be found on any platform. We have Crossing the Chasm, can be found on any podcast platform.
Yep.
We have Quick and Nerdy, found on any podcast platform. We have The Build Up, which was a series that went from late fall of 2023 to early 2024 with Molly Seidel and Julia Hanlon. And we have Land Defenders with Mattea Goetz.
Yeah, check it out. And in the meantime,
take care.
Lovies. Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious.
All right.
If you can somehow fit that into this episode. Oh, you just did that.
Full circle.
That's some bullshit.
I thought it was pretty good, man.
Oh, it's clear as day. Clear as day. You said you're going to do reflections, I'll do intentions. And you said, what are your reflections?
Dude, that's good. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, it is good. Oh, man.
I'm kind of bummed you caught it.
I mean, I'm not going to say I have three standard deviations above the mean here, but it doesn't take.
A solid 2 gets you there.
I think it's solid, just average.
Just a solid deviation, no deviation.
Just a solid standard. Yeah.
Got that 85 to 115.
Yeah, I think a 90 will get you there.
All right. 90. Okay.
It's funny you remember it that way. It seems like some sort of self-serving bias. Yeah?
For you.
For you. That's not a you-serving bias. Self-serving bias for you. Not sure that's how that works.
The thing I hate about self-serving biases is just how they're so focused on the other person.
I know. It's so weird. You would have thought they would have renamed it, but turns out it's the stupidest shit.
Which means we're right in our sweet spot.
Our sweet spot. This is where we operate.
Dude, why are you acting like a real Pee Wee Herman?
I know, huh? Just a real cowboy. Just a real cowboy.
Dude, if we're ever in a group of people and I call you Pee Wee Herman and you say, yeah, I know, like a real cowboy. And watch people's faces like,
what?
Makes
sense.
The same way, literally, we had those jokes going about cowboys. And then I sent you the Pee Wee Herman thing. And your reply is, Pee Wee Herman question mark.
Yeah, man.
It's kind of like the
Pee Wee
text.
make his way into this. Why is Pee Wee here?
It's kind of like the text you sent of your, what is it, gone fishing fun?
Hey, man, let's keep fishing fun, man. That's the slogan.
Keep fishing fun. And then I can't even remember what your text said. And I was like, I don't understand anything.
Oh, dude, that's a good text, man. Does it say those billionaires, big boring industrial complex got their greedy hands on your fishing? Got you down? Yeah, man. Keep fishing fun.
Oh, man. I just now understand what you... Oh, my gosh.
Oh, man. Vote Bayless in 28. Keep those big billionaire boring class hands off your brown trout. Yeah, man.
Like what? What?
That's all started by big boring industrial complex got you down.
Then a picture of the hat.
Keep fishing fun.
And then what was
the next
then
one?
Vote Bayless?
Yeah, man. Vote Bayless in 28.
And so that all makes sense.
Yeah. Big boring industrial complex will hold you down. I'm going to be the candidate to keep fishing fun. Keep those billionaire grubby hands off your brown trout.
I noticed that you want to go into detail on the Dunning-Kruger effect.
Oh, no.
Is that true?
This feels like a trap. Whatever this is, whatever's happening right now feels very much like just walking into a trap.
What? I noticed on the note. That seems like one you want to highlight.
Yeah. Well, I was covering the different categories, and then one of them from a different category or just various other biases is the Dunning-Kruger effect.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that may or may not be one that we cover.
Yeah, I think it'll probably be one that we should cover.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's an important one.
It is.
What is that face right there? What's that?
It is.
What is that?
I was just wondering, if we cover that one in detail, do you want to do all the research for it because it'll help provide a little bit of insight and clarity for your life?
For my own life?
Yeah.
Is this another one of those you serving biases?
Yeah. It's a me serving clarity for Cody bias.
So it's self-serving bias.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think you fall into the Dunning-Kruger effect?
Me? No. Gosh. How many times?
I love that question because anyone that does fall into the Dunning-Kruger effect, do they know they're in the Dunning?
No. The only way I can answer that is no, I don't fall into it. Because clearly I do, right?
Yeah. So, well, no, you don't.
Or have.
No.
Yeah, have.
Well, all of us, from time to time.
Absolutely.
You not in any exceptional way different from the average person.
Right. But just knowing those biases can be important, though.
Yeah, it can be so that we can know when we're fooling ourselves.
Right. Maybe ways in which, what's something I've learned new?
Yeah.
Brown trout. So fly fishing. I might think I'm a much better fly fisher than I actually am.
I don't know. Rumor has it you catch one every time out.
Dude, I've been skunked the last 2 times I went.
That's the first time I've heard you admit that.
Publicly. I've been lying about it for weeks. Absolutely. And somewhere we might be able to come across some VIP passes to the block party. Yeah. We'll find some somewhere.
Yeah. Cody's big idea to really promote sponsorship is to offer VIP passes to our block party, which has become kind of a thing.
Yeah. So just imagine.
I mean, people are talking about it. People are saying that the block party is kind of the best event of the year in Flagstaff.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, that's what people say. My professor friends say that coming to the Beyond the Pines block party is the best thing ever.
Wow. Your professor friends. So everyone is saying.
Everyone is saying
that this is the best thing of the year.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. And so a VIP pass, what does that get you? It gets you free entry. It gets you opportunity to bid on silent auction items. Gets you some free pizzacletta.
Yeah.
Likely will be our food once again. Gets you some vibes from Groove Tractor.
Too. Big time vibes.
Big time vibes.
Yeah. I'd be down if someone goes far enough to invest in this show to make them a bedazzled lanyard.
A bedazzled lanyard, you get that.
Yeah.
You get access to, there's some Mother Road brewskis.
That's right.
On tap.
On street parking.
Not on tap, but there.
Available. Legally available.
Very legally behind ropes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And some on street parking. What else could you want?
I don't know.
Event of the year, they're saying.
What is the meaning of any of this?
That's probably the greatest question that remains unsolved, unanswered, huh?
Yeah.
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 What is the meaning of all this?
I don't know.
What do you think, Dan? We just go block party and die?
Man's search for meaning is a real quandary.
No, buzzkill. Buzzkill to my own cynicism.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't think it is for you because you listen to music just for the sake of listening to music.
I do, man. Yeah.